Eto, Max Morning na naman. Your presence tonight shows that you are one of those few who believe you can achieve better health, success, and significance. Actually, Max International's purpose, the Max purpose, is to empower people to experience better health, success, business success, and significance. This is actually the guide and motivation by the associates, Max Associates Worldwide. And the Max purpose was carefully crafted by the mission and vision of its founders. One of its founders is Stephen K. Scott. He's the founder of American Telecast, an American television network. He's a multi-billion-dollar success with Total Gym. He's also a pastor, a New York Times best-selling author of biblical-based books. Stephen K. Scott spent his life finding breakthrough products just like the Total Gym. He was a success in Total Gym. And when he encountered or discovered this breakthrough product, nagkaroon siya ng malaking vision para sa produkto na to. He called this the most significant breakthrough product. And his vision was so big na gusto niyang i-market ito throughout the world. That's why he was compelled to invite these two guys, Bill Gaffey and Greg Renker, to join with him, to partner with him in marketing this product. Bill Gaffey and Greg Renker are founders of Gaffey Renker, the world's largest TV direct marketing company, which earned $1.5 billion annually in product sales. Ang mga popular na product nila, yung Proactive Solution, which is endorsed by Justin Bieber. Marami sa atin dito, no, kilala si Justin Bieber. And of course, yung popular na fitness, which is Zumba Fitness. The partnering of these three great business expert, founded the company which is called Max International. It is established in February in 2007, opened of course first in USA, which has the headquarters in Salt Lake City, Utah. And in 2009, Canada was opened, followed by the Philippines in 2009. When the Philippines was opened, over 300 associates globally ang nag-join ng company. So, the following year, makikita natin, mapapansin natin, Max International opened its business to multiple international markets dahil sa success na nakamit niya within, after nung mag-open ang Philippines. So in 2010, Australia and New Zealand opened, followed by Singapore in 2011, and 2012 Colombia and El Salvador, 2013 Hong Kong, 2014 in Ghana and Malaysia. The company achieved $200 million in sales in its first 5 years. Sa first 5 years niya, naka-achieve siya ng ganito kalaki. $200 million with only one product, Max GXL, which is the flagship of the company. And paid out over $100 million in commissions over the same period to the Max International Associates. The company's mission and vision and philosophy in conducting its business and dealing its stakeholders is the company's mission, which is delivering glutathione glutathione delivery and support, and continue to invest in the acquisition of technologies to remain on the cutting edge of ultimate cellular health. Kumbaga this is a serious claim. Biruin mo, ikaw magiging global leader in glutathione delivery and support. But Max International has the resources. Makita naman natin ang ating mga corporate leaders kung gaano sila kayaman, kung gaano sila ka-made. So, our company can uphold this. That would be the end of my presentation. I would like to
better. So, I am very excited to present to you this product because I myself experienced a breakthrough in my health. And I want you to give full attention to the presentation because it's very important and we are going to talk about our body. Excited ba mo?
Yes.
Yes, because our body is the only one we have, right? How many bodies do we have? One. Di ba? Pag mabag down siya, can you buy another body in the hardware?
No.
Except for the body of the car, right? So we only have one body. That is why it's very important. And we use this for ourselves and family, and of course, for work, to earn a living, right? That is why, kung mabag down ang lawas, we cannot work anymore, and we cannot enjoy our family, right? Agree ba mo?
Yes.
That is why I said we have to give full attention to the presentation in order for us to understand better about our body. So our life is too important to ever feel this. Familiar? I believe that almost all have suffered in one point in your life things like this. Tired, rundown, stress. Ang sabi, stress lang yan, di ba? Pero nakakamatay daw ang stress. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes. Tapos half sleep, dull, sore, achy. And of course, wala akong old dito. Agree?
Yes.
Yes. Wala akong old dito. Unhealthy and like you need a tune-up. So we are not cars. Hindi mo tayo mga sasakyan na ipasok sa kasa and then after that, tapos na, okay na, di ba? So, these things, we just treat this as normal. Di ba? Normal lang mapagod. Normal lang ma-stress. Pero do you know that God created our body not to feel these things here? Because our body is very special. Now, we treat this as normal. Kaya lang, you know, these are abnormal things na dapat dili na nato siya ma-feel. So, I will just have a quick review of our science about our human body. Our human body is composed of body systems, right? In our body systems, there are organs. What are those organs? There are heart, intestine, liver, diba? Kidney, those are the organs. And the organ is composed of tissues. And in the tissues, there are cells. Don't you know that from head to toe, meron mo tayong 100 trillion cells? Ang dami nun. Can you count? Of course, we cannot count. Hindi nga natin makita sa ating naked eyes. And cell is the basic unit of human life. The cell is the basic unit of our human life. And it is said that in order for us to survive, every human cell must have these things: oxygen, water, food, and glutathione. I will just explain this later. Because in absence of any of these four factors, our cell will eventually die. So what causes cell damage? Kasi nasisira pala ang ating cell. So oxidative stress is a process of oxidation in the human body that damages cell membranes and causes organs to malfunction. So when oxygen is metabolized, it creates free radicals. Are you familiar with free radicals? Diba? Familiar tayo sa free radicals. This is the only free that we do not want. Sabi nila, Filipinos are fond of free. Alam niyo yung free taste? Ang haba ng pila sa grocery, di ba? Free taste. Di ba ang daming free taste? Pero this is the only free na ayaw natin because these free radicals or the oxidative stress will cause our cell to damage. And pag masira ang cell natin, imagine cell, tapos may tissues. In the tissues, we have the cell. Masira ang tissues. What comes next? Sira ang organ natin. So there will be organ malfunction. Kaya may naririnig tayo na may mga kidney failure. May mga heart failure. Kasi nga, sira ang cell, sira ang tissues, sira ang organs. Because these free radicals, what are these free radicals? Like for example, the environmental pollutants. Paglabas mo ng bahay, you can smell yung mga smoke, mga fumes, mga tambutsyon. Diba? Paglabas mo, even when in the comfort of your house, mga Baygon, mga dishwashing paste, ang dami. Halos lahat, may mga chemicals yan. And then we have the radiation. Actually, yung person na nakatapat sa ilaw na yan, nag-iimit ho yan ng radiation. O sige, tingin kayo kung nakatapat ba sa inyo. And even our cell phones, di ba? Halos lahat ng tao may cellphone. Ang sabi daw nila, nabasa ko lang, I don't know if it is true, pag 1 bar na lang ho yung cellphone ninyo, huwag ho ninyong sasagutin. Because 100 times ho ang radiation nyo. FYI lang. So, radiation, even your medications, even the paracetamol, the mga ibuprofen, it causes free radicals. And once it is absorbed in your body, it will damage your cell and eventually it cause your illnesses. Magkakasakit po tayo. So, these are the 8 major health issues of our time. Would you agree? Kasi merong cardiovascular, cancer, pulmonary, aging, digestive, ang dami ho. I believe now, maybe mga kakilala ninyo are suffering like this. Maybe one of your family members. Maybe your kapatid, kapuso, kapamilya, kaaway, kapitbahay, katrabaho, lahat ng K. Meron kayong kakilala who are suffering these things here. Diba? Hindi natin alam, baka one of us. Meron ding ganito, diba? Would you agree na ito very common na ito? Ang sabi, ang cancer para sa mayayaman, pero ngayon maski walang pera, may cancer na. Even babies, meron ng cancer. Diba? So these are very common. Marami tayong kakilala. Sometimes in denial lang tayo. Diba? So it's very alarming because ito na ho yung 8 major health issues na pinalabas ng World Health Organization. So how can we prevent cell damage that causes illnesses and health problems? Would it be possible for us not to get sick?
No.
It's possible. Later, I'm going to explain to you. Kaya, ito kasi, di ba sabi ko, kung madami siyang cell ninyo, sira na talaga ang organ. So how can we prevent? Paano natin, ang sabi nga, bawal magkasakit. So how can we prevent to prevent cell damage, na hindi ma-damage ang cell natin that would cause illnesses? So, kailangan natin we need a protector to protect our cells to fight against oxidative stress and free radicals. Because free radicals, even if you say na, ay, healthy living ako, kumakain, vegetarian ako I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do drugs. Pero, no one is exempted, even in the confinement of your house. Meron tayong free radicals. So, kailangan natin na protektahan ang ating cells. Right? We need a very powerful antioxidant to neutralize the free radicals. Kasi ang free radicals, very powerful din sila. So, kailangan natin ng very powerful antioxidant that would combat the free radicals because we are being bombarded almost every second. Even in here, maraming mga free radicals din. So we need a very powerful antioxidant. But sad to say, the world's most powerful antioxidant is not found in fruits or in a berry. Ang sabi nila, kumain ka lang ng guyabano, or berry, or mangustin, or malunggay. Although you can get antioxidant, but they are not very powerful. We need a very powerful because very powerful din ang free radicals. At alam nyo ba kung saan yan? It's in your body. Are you surprised? Kasi we are looking for something that would combat free radicals sa labas. Pero don't you know, nandito sa katawan natin. The moment God created our body, yung pinanganak tayo, nandito na sa katawan natin. Alam nyo kung ano yan? Yes, ma'am. Glutathione. Very good. Anong alam natin sa glutathione? Ang pagwapa. Ano pa? Ang paputi. Diba? Yan ang misconception natin pampaputi, tsaka pampagwapa. Because it has been commercialized as like that. Don't you know that almost all Filipinos know what glutathione is?
Yes.
Halos lahat ng Pinoy alam ang glutathione. Kaya nga kung puti ka, sabi, nag-gluta man na siya. Maski mistisa, to siya. Ay, nag-gluta man na siya. Because that is our perception of what glutathione is, pampaputi. But this time, we're going to educate you what is glutathione. Glutathione is the most powerful component of our body's antioxidant defense system. It's an amazing component of our body. And it is comprised of glutamic acid, cysteine, glycine. So, glutathione is a very amazing component of our body. So, there are two types of antioxidant. One is the exogenous. Ibig sabihin sa labas, exogenous. So, we can get this from the food sources. Like what I said, we can get this from the vegetables and the vitamins sa labas, pagkain natin. So, we have also the endogenous. Ibig sabihin, it is produced by our own body. Our body produces antioxidant defense. There are 4. The superoxide demostase SOD, or the CoQ10, and the catalase. And the most powerful is glutathione. So ito ho, produced by our own body, the antioxidant defense system. So what are the functions of glutathione? It is very easy to remember ho, because there is an acronym, AID. Alam niyo yung AID, hindi yung sakit. AID means help, tulong. Kaya yun ang trabaho ng glutathione. Tinutulungan mo tayo. So A stands for antioxidant, body's premier neutralizer of all types of free radicals. Lahat ho, hindi yung sinabi na few free radicals, kundi lahat ng free radicals. It enhances our immune system. Ang sabi nila, mag-vitamin C ka para tumaas yung immune system mo. Diba? Right? Pero ang glutathione, ang trabaho niya, it protects and regulates immune cells. Tinataas, ini-enhance niya ang ating immune system. And D is for detoxifier. One of the primary ways the body eliminates toxic environmental chemicals. Kung we are we have ingested chemicals, ilalabas lang ho niya. Don't tell me na hindi tayo kumakain ng chemicals. Alam nyo, yung juice, may mga arsenic ko yan. Pansinin niyo yung manok. 28 days lang yan, nasa chokes to go na yan. So anong nangyari? Bakit biglang lumubog? Bakit biglang lumaki? So grabe ang gina-inject niyan. Even our vegetables are no longer safe because the pesticides, grabe ka powerful. And we are ingesting basically chemicals. Ang trabaho ng glutathione, it will eliminate toxic environmental chemicals. Kung may mga chemicals, i-detox lang mo tayo, ilalabas lang niya yan. So yun ang trabaho ng glutathione. Diba, grabe ang trabaho ng glutathione?
Yes.
No? But our glutathione will also deplete. Bumababa ho ang level ng glutathione because of these things. I believe na tayo, nakaka-experience tayo nito. Sleep deprivation, sun exposure, di ba grabe ang init ngayon, sakit? And radiation, drugs, poor diet, even more than 15 minutes of Zumba, nagdi-deplete ho ang ating glutathione. Smoking, illnesses, and pollution. So these are the things that cause our glutathione na to deplete, bababa. And this is also the dilemma. Because starting at the age of 20, sino ang 20 years old dito? 20 na ang anak. You know, starting at the age of 20, 10 to 15% per decade, your glutathione will deplete. Starting at the age of 20, 10 to 15%. If you're going to compute, how old are you now? O ilang percentage na lang kaya ang naiwan sa glutathione natin? Di ba? Nagtatawanan kayo because you know ilan na lang ang naiwan na percentage ng glutathione. And take a look at this chart. Kasi as you age, habang nagbi-birthday tayo every year, bumababa ho ang ating glutathione. Tumataas naman ho yung oxidative stress natin or the free radicals. Kaya nga dito pa lang sa 40, ang sabi, life begins at 40. When I was 1 decade ago, nagpo-40 ho ako. I was so excited. Ano kaya yung life begins at 40? Yun pala, nag-start na yung mga aray-aray mo. Diba? Yung na-remember niyo, hindi ka na makatayo na matagal, hindi ka na makaakyat ng hagdanan, hindi ka na makatakbo. Tsaka yung tulog mo, pag hindi ka nakakatulog ng 8 hours, kabukasan talaga babayaran mo yan eh. Di ba? Parang groggy ka. Kaya nga doon sa 40, doon nag-uumpisa yung mga sakit, mga aray-aray. And sad to say, there are people na hindi na nakakaabot ng 70. Sana ho sila. Kasi dito pa lang may cross na, nandun ho sila sa sementeryo. Diba, ang dami nating kakilala na hindi na umabot ng 70. Before, I attend an alumni homecoming every year sa aking high school homecoming alumni. And then, we talk about accomplishments, we talk about family, we talk about gimmicks. Pero ngayon, iba na yung pinag-usapan namin. Ano yung gamot mo? Ano yung maintenance mo ngayon? Oy, may diabetic ka di ay? Ay, high blood ka di ay? Classmate gihapon pa, di ba? Did you notice na habang tumatanda, iba na yung topic? Hindi na yung gimmick, di ba? Uy, in denial sila. Ako lang yata nakaka-experience ng ganon. So, that is why, ang sabi, normal lang pag magkasakit ka, tumatanda ka na kasi. Pero this is the reason magkakaroon tayo ng sakit pag tumatanda. Because our glutathione level bumababa. So wala na ho tayong protection sa cells natin. So, kasi kung lower level na ang ating glutathione, we cannot combat the free radicals anymore sa ating katawan. Although yung mga sakit, it addresses the symptom. Napansin niyo ba yon? It addresses the symptom, pero hindi na-address yung root cause ng sakit. Diba, kung may fever tayo, anong iniinom natin? Biogesic, mga paracetamol. Pero, nawawala nga. Pero, do you know bakit tayo nagkakaroon ng fever? Hindi natin alam may infection pala sa ilalim. So, the drugs will only address the symptom, not the root cause sa sakit. And that's the reality, right? So, there are more than 75 diseases or disorders associated with low glutathione levels. So, 12 lang ho magkasya sa screen. Pili ho kayo. Anong gusto niyo? Buy one, take one pa. Ayaw ninyo? Libre ho ito. So, ito, more than, maski if you do the research, almost all diseases is associated with low glutathione. Even the autistic children, studies said na low glutathione daw yun sila, kaya yung sa autism. So, this is very alarming because the reality ito eh. May mga kakilala tayo na merong ganito, right? So, if you say, okay, sabi mo, glutathione lang pala ang problema, might as well laklakin na natin na lahat ng glutathione sa mercury. Di ba may mabili tayo? Capsule, 80 pesos per capsule, right?
Yes.
Ang sabi, the majority of the scientific and medical community regard commercial or synthetic glutathione as an ineffective method to increase intracellular glutathione levels. Bakit? Bakit hindi siya effective? Because your GI tract, meron ho siyang enzyme that destroy orally ingested glutathione long before it reaches your cell. Alam nyo, meron ho tayong enzyme dito sa GI tract natin. Once it is ingested, nagbe-break down ho siya. Hindi siya nakakapunta sa cell natin. And where will it go? It goes to our organ. And most of it goes to the biggest organ, which is the skin. Kaya tayo pumuputi because it's the side effect of the synthetic glutathione. Side effect ho yan. Meron bang magandang side effect?
Wala.
Pero ang iba nag-enjoy sa side effect na yan, di ba? So, it's very alarming. Kasi hindi mo alam anong organs ang natatamaan dun sa particles na yon. Hindi mo alam ano na nangyayari dun sa organ mo. And mind you, yung melanin natin or the brown pigment which is supposed to be our protection from the UV rays, nawawala. So we are no longer protected from the UV rays. Noon ho, there are no cases of Filipino having a skin cancer. Wala hong case. Pero ngayon, meron na hong mga Pinoy na may skin cancer. Because wala na siyang protection against the UV rays. Okay, you say, ay, dili na lang ko ng oral. Injection na lang. We have injectable, right? It costs how much? Siguro mga 3,000 to 5,000 per shot. Even if glutathione could reach the cell, the molecule is too big and heavy to pass through the cell membrane. Imagine, we have 100 trillion cells. Gaano kaliit yun? Malaki yung molecule galing sa syringe, di ba? So, hindi rin siya makakapasok doon sa cell. So, ang sabi nga, we are just creating an expensive urine. Iniihi lang ho natin yan. So, gumagawa lang ho tayo ng mahal na ihi. Kaya, sayang. It's a waste of money. So, what can we do to assure that we have adequate glutathione level in our cell? Paano natin ma-assure na meron tayong adequate glutathione level sa cell natin? Kasi alam mo ninyo kanina, ang sabi natin, in order to survive, we need oxygen, food, and water. Alam nyo itong tatlo, meron ho itong indicator. Kung gutom ka, you need food. Kung uhaw ka, you need water. Kung hindi ka makahinga, you need oxygen. Pero alam nyo, ang glutathione walang indicator. Baka sabihin ninyo na, healthy naman ako. Wala naman akong naramdaman. Pero there are people na fever lang. After that, diagnosed as cancer. Kilala niyo si Jamich sa YouTube? Di ba? Ang ano pa niya, ang lusog-lusog, asymptomatic siya eh. Until that time na he was diagnosed, stage 4 na pala. Namatay na nga siya. Kaya this is, yung ano namin na, this is for you to be educated kung ano ang nangyayari sa katawan natin. Now, we have to be aware, to be conscious. kung ano yung nangyayari. Maybe one of us here, baba na yung glutathione natin. Diba? So, this is now the Max Breakthrough Science. This is the reason why we are having this meeting. This is the reason why we are educating you because of this Max Breakthrough Science. Although glutathione has been known for years, kasi ang tawag sa glutathione, scavenger ho siya, basurero. Lahat ng basura ng katawan natin, tinatanggal niya. So even though it has been known as yung very important component of our body, pero recently lang ho, the scientists discovered how to increase our own glutathione sa body natin. And this is now the Max Breakthrough. I would like to introduce to you the formulator of the Max GXL, Dr. Robert Keller. He is a scientist at the same time a medical doctor, and he is listed as one of the 2,000 most outstanding scientists for the 21st century. And remember the Apollo 11? Di ba? I think I was, elementary pa siguro. So, siya ho, he's the scientist na naka-invento ng food pill ng mga astronauts. So siya ho yung, and because he's a consultant of NASA. And serve on the faculty of Mayo Graduate School of Medicine. Alam niyo, kung yung doktor ninyo i-graduate ng school na ito, yung Mayo Graduate School of Medicine, matindi na ho yung doktor ninyo. Pero siya ho, he served as the faculty. So hindi siya basta-basta. If you want to research on him or Google him, makikita nyo, 32 pages lang naman ang resume niya. Mapapagod tayo sa pagbabasa. And I think the only doctor who has a triple board certified. Tatlo ang specialized niya, internal medicine, immunology, and hematology. So ganun katindi ang ating formulator. And this is now the Max GXL Breakthrough. So it has the key nutrients absorbed by our body, and it has the combining capacity which will penetrate to our cell and accelerate our glutathione. Ganyan ho ang nangyayari. Nagko-combine ho sila sa loob and then penetrate to the cell, and then it accelerates our glutathione. So ang product ho namin is not glutathione, it's glutathione accelerator. It accelerates, i-increase lang ho ang level of our glutathione. Yun ho ang trabaho niya. Remember, yung synthetic hindi makakapasok, nagbe-break because it has enzyme. Ang injectable, hindi rin siya makakapasok because it's too big. Maliliit ho ang ating cell. And that is now the Max Breakthrough, because once Max is absorbed in our body, makakapasok na ho siya, and it accelerates our own glutathione. And that is now the Max Breakthrough. So Max GXL has the necessary nutrients that can be readily absorbed by the cells and increase glutathione levels inside our cell. So the Max GXL is backed up by clinical study ho, na ang sabi dito, they experience dramatic increase up to 292% only 2 months of daily use of Max GXL. Ang dami na hong testimonies na naririnig natin nito. Even there are people inside the house na alam natin na merong mga breakthroughs sa health nila. My father-in-law has 7 maintenance. Meron siyang internal bleeding, meron siyang nag-i-insulin siya twice a week, meron siyang prostate issue, meron siyang hypertension. Only taking it for 4 months, isa na lang ho ang maintenance niya. Max GXL na lang. Na-address ho lahat ng issues niya. Isn't that di ba? I've been suffering from migraine for more than 40 years na yata. Kasi elementary pala ako, meron na akong migraine. I suffered so much every time magtatak siya. And to my surprise, it was shock of my life because when it was introduced to me by my father-in-law, only taking it for 2 days. 2 days lang siya sa akin ha. 2 days lang siya. I never had any migraine attack anymore. Pero ang sinabi mo dito is optimum 2 months. Baka sabihin niyo, ay bakit akin sa kanya 2 days, bakit sa akin wala pa? Pero depende ho yan kung ilang level na ang glutathione ninyo. Meron din kaming nabigyan, halos puputulin na yung paa niya, pero after 3 days, nag-dry ang paa. So ang dami hong maririnig. Later, there will be people who will tell you about their love story sa Max. Mamaya may mag-testimony ho niyan. So, in 2009, Max GXL acquired Celgivity. Ito another product but still the same glutathione accelerator. I would like to introduce to you Dr. Herbert Nagasawa. He's a scientist. He's over 40 years as a highly respected research scientist in biochemistry and medicinal chemistry. Remember the World Trade Attack 9/11? Sino ho naka-remember na? Of course, na-remember natin yan. Bagong-bago pa lang nung di ba? Remember yung may anthrax scare? Yung, yung cyanide poisoning? Na when you receive a mail, may poison mo siya, mamamatay yung tao. Meron nung naka-invento noon na antidote doon. Pero, yun pala, pag more than 3 minutes, patay ho yung tao. So, it didn't work. Pero si Herbert Nagasawa invented the antidote. 3 minutes lang ho, buhay yung tao. Siya ho ang naka-invento noon. And he is recognized as the scientist, principal scientist of the Veterans Affairs Medical Center and the research chief scientist of Max International. And he is also the chief scientist of ribosine. What is ribosine? The ribosine is a combination of ribose and cysteine, nutrients that are naturally occurring in humans to effectively deliver cysteine directly to your cells. And ribosine enters the bloodstream and is then used by the body to produce glutathione. It accelerates our glutathione faster. So this is also another product, Max1, also a glutathione accelerator. Max1 is powered by ribosine technology and most effective way to help our cells produce glutathione. And it is halal certified by IFANCA. So the ultimate in glutathione enhancement, these are the product, the Max GXL, the Celgivity, and Max1. All are glutathione technology. So, introducing the latest breakthrough, the Celgivity, is the only product that combines the breakthrough compound with a blend of scientifically proven ingredients to enhance your body's development of glutathione. And these are the components of ribosine. Di ba siya? And Max products, because of that breakthrough, alam nyo, ang US, very strict sila when they are giving you an award, a patent award. Hindi yan sila basta-basta. Because they believe in the formula, they believe in the component, they believe of the breakthrough. The US Patent Office awarded a composition patent, usually reserved for pharmaceutical. Usually sa mga pharmaceutical ho yan binibigay. Pero, the Max products, binigyan ho ng patent. Ganun ho sila kabilib sa formula at sa breakthrough na nangyari. And the composition patent means there will be no change allowed, not even a single ingredient, and attempt to duplicate the product. So nobody can duplicate it para siya intellectual property na hindi siya pwede ma-peke. And this gives Max International the right to market the product without competition. Because in the whole world, it is only Max products na meron hong glutathione technology. Wala hong ibang supplement na may glutathione technology na ganito.
Anang ibon.
So, If you are going to ask, anong makuha namin dyan if we're going to take the Max products? Ito, increased energy. Sino ang pagod ngayon? Ako po, pagod po. Walang pagod? Or in denial lang?
Wala.
O nakatake na lahat ng Max.
Yes.
Alam niyo, it will give us so much energy. Kasi kanina umaga pa ho kami daldal ng daldal, hanggang ngayong gabi daldal ng daldal pa rin. Kaya ang sabi na side effect ng Max, dumadaldal ka talaga. Because when the heart is full, the mouth speaks, right? Because we are full of energy, we are enjoying what we are doing, lumalabas talaga sa bunganga. Kaya hindi mapigilan, daldal ng daldal. Slows down the aging process. Ito yung gusto natin. We are not saying na hindi tayo tatanda. Bakit? Because that's a normal process. Pero it slows down, it delays our aging. Ang sabi nga, 10 years younger. Diba? Gusto niyo ba yung 10 years younger?
Yes!
Yes, good! Diba? Marami naka-botox kay 10 years younger. Muna yung gusto nato. And then, AIDS, muscle, and joint recovery. Ang pamaol, dali lang ang recovery. Strengthen immune system. Detoxifies the liver and cells. Fights cellular inflammation. Anti-inflammatory ho siya. Because almost all diseases starts with pamamaga. Yung mga bukol-bukol, di ba? Mga arthritis. Anti-inflammatory siya. Tinutunaw niya yung mga bukol. Improve mental focus and clarity. Ito. Sino bang makakalimutin? In denial pa rin. Nalimutan na nga eh. So, it improve mental focus and clarity. Gusto niyo ba yun?
Yes!
Yes. Kasi pag tanong pa lang, nakalimutan yung pangalan. Grabe na yun. And quality of sleep. Ito talaga, if you have problems with sleep or you have sleep disorders, ito magaling po ito. Para ho tayong bata na hinehele-hele. Ang sarap po ng tulog natin. And the first thing that you will notice if you take the Max GXL, ito ho quality of sleep. And improve skin. Kaya nga, mga bata, 10 years younger. Kasi yung skin cell natin, healthy na. Diba? Tingnan niyo yung mga associates ng Max. Oh. Tingnan niyo yung people who invited you. Para makita. Yes. Kaya nga, I can say it with confidence. So, it supports peak athletic performance, reduces the effects, ito, maganda ito, reduces the effects of stress and enhances sense of well-being. Diba nakakamatay ang stress? It reduces your stress. Siguro na-stress kayo kanina, ang tagal naman mag-umpisa. Ang tagal naman, ang haba pala. Nai-stress na tayo. It reduces the effects of stress. Alam nyo, ito ay antidepressant din. It releases happy hormones. So yung mga poker face noon, or bugnotin, ngayon nakasmile na ho. Ayaw niyo ba niyan? Umaga pa, nakamumot na. Diba? Nakakabigat. So ito, it releases happy hormones. Good thing, smile naman dyan.
Yes.
Ay, yung nakasmile, naka-max. And then, we will enjoy our life to the max. Kasi, yung quality of life, very important yon. Now, we will enjoy the quality of life. So, we only have one body and we have to take care